I went to China Mall the other day. I was looking for plates and a couple of things that I'm going to be using in an upcoming event that I am planning. And here I was at I Cool Home. They had beautiful stuff. I loved most of the things that they had there, but it was I think Danny Home still took the cup when it came to the prices, because other than that, prices and variety, because the store is bigger than this one. But I could also had a lot of beautiful things that I would probably go back for that I did not see at Danny Home. So I was kind of in a hurry. My husband was working, it was a work day for him, and he was in the car. So I was really not trying to take shots that were perfect, but at the same time, still wanting to share this with you. Another thing that I found surprising was I don't know if is it the grass mat thing. Those things are expensive, guys. The placemats, those round ones, they're expensive. I just saw one that was going for 195. I was like, I'm not the target market. I am not the target market. And then I just left it there. But they had beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff. And you know what? I'll probably go back for some. But for now, I went with Danny Home. Unfortunately, I did not take a video there. I was focusing on what I wanted and what I needed to get within the time frame that I had. I've had oranges in my cupboard that were about to go off or dry, and then I just decided to make an iced tea with that. So in there it's water, black tea, oranges, lemon, ginger, cinnamon, and I also added a little bit of sugar. And then you can replace that with what we call honey. Yes, so that's what I made. And then this, after that, I went and made dumpling. I think we've made dumpling a couple of times on this channel. So I proceeded into measuring 450 500 milliliter of lukewarm water and 2 tablespoons of sugar and 10 grams of yeast, and let it sit on the side, and measured 1 teaspoon of Himalayan salt. Add a little bit extra so that because it doesn't dissolve all of it, so you'll still be able to get what you need to get from it, your 1 teaspoon of salt. And my flour is bread flour, 4 cups of bread flour. If you have noticed, I've used the same measurement that I use for the dumpling, but this one it's for bagels. Is because I love how the sugar and the salt is balanced on these measurements. But if you want your bagels to be slightly salty, you can actually reduce the sugar so that the salt can overpower the sugar. I don't know if that makes sense. So the only difference in here is that I added chopped olives. Mine were not pitted, but I did take the whatever those things, what do we call them? English is running away, I took them out and I chopped them and I added them onto this one. This was not my best bagels because I did a lot of things wrong, and I wanted to show you guys that so that you understand, or you'll be able to see that sometimes we do get things wrong even when you know how to make them, but you'll still get them wrong, and that's okay. That it's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just small things that makes a difference. My iced tea has been boiling and has reduced a bit, and I'm now transferring it onto the jug. Half of it at least that I will serve cold, and then the rest we will probably drink hot. We will warm it and drink it hot. My dumpling dough has risen. It has proved doubled or tripled in size, and I'm going to knead it a little bit just to develop that gluten on it, and then I'm going to let it sit once again for at least 30 minutes. Then we will start steaming it. cooking on chakalaka, and then I'm going to start by chopping all my vegetables, which will be the red chili, red pepper and onion, and I've already grated the carrots. Then I'll chop the garlic, then we will go to the stove and fry everything together. My bagel dough is ready. I'm going to transfer it onto the surface, and then we will start dividing it. First, we will turn it into a ball, huge ball, and then we are going to cut half of it, set it aside. Now, this was mistake number 1. I did not cover the one that I set aside. You should cover it so that it can retain moisture. And then I started I started cutting this one into 8 equal sizes. So the total amount of it was 16 or 14. I don't quite remember. So mistake number 2 was to form rolls of the 8 pieces that I had made and put it aside. Now what I was supposed to do was form the roll, right, and then create a bagel immediately, so that when I come and flatten it, it's not going to it's not going to be wrinkled up. I don't know if that makes sense. It won't be wrinkled up, because what I'm doing now is creating a bagel out of a dry dough. So instead of my bagels being nice and smooth on top, they were not. They were wrinkly, because I made the rolls first, let them sit there uncovered, and then I came and flattened them, and then they got wrinkly and did the ring. It was just every step that I did on this day was wrong. But the reason things happened like this was because I wanted to try a different method, but it didn't work out because of how I did it. Still, the mistake that I just said, they made it difficult for me to try that other way, but that's okay. We will try again next time. And then I took that, after they've been sitting on the counter for 15 to 20 minutes, I added them onto boiling water, first facing down, then turning, and then putting them on a tray, applying egg wash on top, and then baking them at 180 degrees. And this is how they came out. They were delicious, yummy, but I was just not happy with how they looked, period. And this was our dinner: dumpling, butternut, potato salad, chakalaka, and beef stew. That's what we had for dinner. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you on my next upload.